Good morning again, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a second video to you today on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and that is gossip, with emphasis on the illegal kind. Yeah, it's called slander or libel. One's in writing, one's in speech, but these are actual crimes in the books, have been for a long, long time. You don't actually hear people get prosecuted for these anymore, unfortunately, but it happens constantly. And I'm starting to notice a pattern with things that are common, so common, that are crimes, actual literal crimes, but never get pursued because they're so common. But that's a separate subject. So I recently heard a comment. I hear comments a lot about people, and gossip is nothing new, right? Gossip's been around since forever, but it's always been damaging potentially, and that's why there's laws about it if it becomes big enough. So, for example, if I picked somebody as a target and I made some unsubstantiated claims or suggestions about them, if I started following them around in an organized, deliberate way, that's called harassment and or slander, perhaps. If I'm talking to prospective job employers or friends or family or community members, whoever. But imagine being that person who raises the specter of doubt. It's really not hard to raise the specter of doubt, and it is the heart of every inquisition, right? Doubt and an opportunity to prove innocence and an expectation that somebody's guilty before being innocent. And this is when gossip really gains traction in that kind of climate. Unfortunately, we're living in that climate right now. So, for example, I'm going to be specific here. Imagine you go somewhere, a person tends to hang out, or they will be in the future, and you leave comments like, oh, so-and-so's, they might be a pedophile, or so-and-so might be a Nazi, so-and-so might be a thief, or, I heard a rumor that so-and-so raped somebody, or I heard, these are potentially very serious accusations, but if you present no evidence, you're making a gamble at that point. You're making a huge wager that you're right about something if it comes to question, like in an official way. If somebody wants to, they can press charges about that. That's a crime if you're not right about it. You have to sometimes be right. And when you're dropping things like that, it doesn't matter who you're saying it to. You better be right about it, or else that's coming right back to you. It can, potentially. And I think the opportunity here in this video is to remind people that that's not okay, and it's literally against the law. And that people can sue you, press charges, and you can be even jailed for doing that stuff. So I hope that everybody has a great day. If you have questions or comments, reach out to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.